Sciatica Stretch. I hear this all the time and I see it all the time. All over the internet, everybody says, oh, this is the best. This one's good. And they're all good. But I'm not so sure this one's the best. But we're going to go with the best because it tends to be the most popular. This is the most popular sciatica stretch. That's a long introduction. Why do we do this? Our goal is to give you the tools so you can make the best possible healthcare decisions, and we want you to live pain-free, and our goal is to give you the tools and the exercises. We've talked about the 9-step solution. We talked about the tips, the stretches, and the exercises. Today is a stretch, and the stretch is all about sciatica. And it's all about the herniated disc. There's 5 different reasons you can have sciatica, really 5.5. One of them is piriformis. We talked about that stretch either last week or 2 weeks ago, the piriformis stretch. And that's one of the better stretches where you can really make a big difference and eliminate the pain when it's just the result of muscles. But very often what happens is sciatica is a result of the disc. The disc breaks down 24 vertebrae between the head and the hips. The vertebrae are the bones. In between each bone there is a disc. Very often when you have sciatica, you have what's called a herniated disc. There's different reasons, bulging, herniated, degenerative, but this is really about the herniated disc. And what we know is certain positions of your spine will make the herniated disc a little bit better. And a lot of people on the internet say that this stretch that we're going to talk about today is a cure-all. Okay, no such thing as a cure-all. If there was, nobody'd ever have sciatica. We'd all be gone. Okay, this is very good for about 50% of the people that do it. It's also called Mackenzie's stretch. It's called Sphinx. It's called Cobra. It's about taking the pressure off the disc. Again, we treat thousands and tens of thousands of cases of sciatica. This stretch does not work on everybody. We talked about one last week or 2 weeks ago, not the piriformis stretch, but the double knee to chest. I said the same thing in that video. Doesn't work on everybody. Some people do the double knee to chest, and it's the greatest thing ever. Some people do the Sphinx, Mackenzie. It's the greatest thing ever. It doesn't solve everybody's problem. The problem is you have to identify who you are and where you fit into the spectrum. But here's how this works. You lay on your stomach. And what happens when you lay on your stomach? Sometimes as you extend your spine, and again, this is about 50% of the people. When you extend your spine, what it allows for is that disc to move a little bit and take pressure off the nerve. And that's the goal. When you have sciatica, you have the pain that goes down the leg. Starts in the low back, goes all the way down the leg. Okay? And our goal is to put you on your spine and lift up just a little bit. And as you do that, it'll take a little bit of pressure off the nerve. And as you take the pressure off the nerve, the pain starts to go away that goes down your leg. Again, this is super specific for patients that have herniated disc. It's effective for bulging discs, but it's less effective for stenosis, spondylolisthesis, and degenerative disc. So it's very, very, very important you know what your problem is. You have to get a diagnosis. Okay, you can't sort of figure this out on your own. You need to see a doctor. I'm not diagnosing you, nor am I treating you right now. This is education. Our goal is to educate you. When you're educated, you make better decisions. So, back to the stretch. Lying on your stomach, slightly extending your spine takes the pressure off. So I have Amy, the doctor of physical therapy, and she's going to show us how to do the stretch. And this is what it looks like. It's coming. Whoops. Technology. Here it is. So you lay on your stomach, just like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to slowly lift your shoulders up, and that, I'll put it the same way, slowly gets a little extension in the spine. So it looks like this. So she's going to go up as she goes up, and she's going to hold it right there. So what you do is you go up and you hold it. And that holding position takes the pressure off the disc. You have to lay on a flat surface. Obviously, lay on the floor. If you can't lay on the floor, you can lay on your bed or in a table, something like this. Hold that position. You're going to hold it for about 10 seconds and see how that feels, and then you're going to go back down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go up and hold it, and you're going to do that, and you're going to try to do that every day. So we'll do it some more. So just as you're holding it, you're doing a couple things. You're allowing that disc to slowly move, but also you're stretching the muscles in the front. Some people have overactive tight muscles in the front, and what this does is allows you to stretch your abdominal muscles. So the key is to stretch. And again, it doesn't work for everybody. And if you go to, there's a lot of other websites and videos out there that say, oh, this is absolutely the best one ever. And they say it's the best one because they have some clinical proof that it takes the pressure off the disc, but the problem is it only works for about 50% of the people because everybody has a slightly different problem, a slightly different body type, and slightly different motion patterns. Our solution, and we have a 9-step solution, we've talked about it, is proven to be the most effective for sciatica because we identify the body type, we identify the motion patterns, we identify the best position for you. This is a very, very, very good exercise. This happens to be my favorite, but this is good for me, but it's not good for everybody. Okay, we've talked about some of the favorites and we talked about what's good. So that's the Sphinx, we call it the Sphinx, and we're going to have phase 2 of the Sphinx next week because there's different phases of this and you have to get it right. So we'll do that next week. What we do is we take pressure off the disc. You want to get that disc back into a better position. We have the ability to do it without any drugs or surgery. So if you like what you hear today, I want you to share our information with your friends and family. If they have a problem that needs our help, you share it with them. Also, like our Facebook page, and if you like our Facebook page, you'll be alerted when we have more information. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and follow us on Twitter, and retweet our stuff and re-Instagram our stuff. I don't know what that is, but you guys share it. Share it, I think they're called share. So that's it. I'm out. It's been a long day. It's 6:30. I'm tired and I'm going home. So we'll see you tomorrow. Oh, and I'm going to put a video on YouTube over here, not on Facebook. And we have a video of Dan Hampton. I want you to watch that video. That's it. Have a good night. Be careful. Drive safe. Cameraman slowly turning off.